How stable things are today. Can I even stick this on top of another thing? I can't stick it. That's slightly pants. There's a problem with the blueprint. It's got the offset baked in, rather than like saving the extensive thing, and I'm gonna have to go redo the blueprint. I think I put the wrong block up here. I'm gonna check on the Discord to see if anyone actually got a fix for this. At least I can immediately turn around to the thingy. That's really specific. Blueprint designer. I'm wondering if that's why it wouldn't stack. It wasn't actually on the ground. 8 or is it paint? Just posting stupid shit in Discord a second. Do this again. Downstairs and do that walkway. Let's save first, because what we learned last night was it crashes like crazy. Really upsetting because we've made the blueprint. course, these are the parts I need for the conveyor belts. Okay, let's throw that as well, just in case it crashes before we finish. I don't want to rebuild it. Get that finished. I have to remember to save after house falls. Unless I should set like the autosave at a lower rate. It's every 5 minutes. Let's set it to every 2 minutes. This trash again. I want 4 stacks of concrete, 6 stacks of steel beam, and the rest of Paul. Not Paul. What? Yeah, I'm rather than like saving as often, I'm going to see if I can rely on the 2 minute autosave, because like the only thing that'll be a pain in the ass is if it crashes while it's saving. Then that would either mean it didn't save, or that where's the stingers aren't there? Okay, that's more disturbing than them being there. Yeah, either like no save would occur, or the save would be corrupted during, by crashing during write. In which case, you just load the previous save. How are you meant to get up there? What am I missing? I'm sure there used to be like an easily walkable route up there. Let's get this crab hatcher. Well, yeah, there we go. I was confused there for a moment. I find it mildly amusing that the autosave happened right as we thoughts were interrupted about the autosave. Oh, yeah, that's where it is. It's around here. Now I haven't triggered that, so I don't need to go and like whack it with a stick. If you put a catwalk down here, that's not going to get us anywhere useful, which means it would be the next one over that gets the stairwell. Stairwell? Yeah. Wrong turn. Yeah, I'm gonna save after I do this pillar just because it's gonna annoy the shit out of us otherwise. I think I'm going to set the autosave time to 1 minute. Autosave's kicked in. Yeah, I swear, like, I should not have I don't think it's the update 8 build that's the issue here. I think it's specifically, like, me updating the drivers. It's like 138 or, like, 135 or something. I think it was previously on, like, 134, 136. I'm going to fill in the crash reports in. Walking upstairs. You know what I'm going to do? Hang on a second. Yeah. I just realised I can put, like, the Twitch chat overlay actually on the stream. Huh. I think I might do that as well. That's what I was intending to do. But, yeah, I'll just do that. Da, 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 da. Not showing, though. That's disappointing. Okay, never mind. I wish there was an option. Is there an option for center line? Yay! Right. Now, whenever it crashes, it's gonna be on stream. There we go. Really, I need to set the autosave time to 30 seconds. Disappointed that the capture wouldn't work on the Twitch chat overlay, though. Just with me transferring me VODs to YouTube, like, cause I'm going through Twitch dashboard to do it, I don't have the option to like download Twitch chat and the stairs, so don't have to do that again. Bunny hopping after managing to climb the stairs without crashing. I was one of those streamers that had like overlays and widgets up the wazoo. I would be having like a minutes since last crash counter on screen. You just have to like write a little app that detects when that appears as a process, and just reset a counter. Reporter was taking the piss. Bunny hopping to try and land on the staircase. I keep crashing on. Ugh! This is, like I was saying last night, this is why we need a quick save. The files are fine. It's the graphics GPU hanging. Next time it crashes, I'll do a verify file. So like there hasn't there was a. I'm pretty sure there was a game update, and then I played. Not yesterday, obviously, but like the day before, and then they updated the drivers. So I'm pretty sure it's the drivers issue. Trying to climb the fucking stairs. I don't care, like, that I'm swearing in the. Yeah, I just said I was going to, like, try verifying files to it, yeah. I'm just reflexively clicking continue and restart. I want to change the stream info. Trying to play despite crashity Watsons. Well, the save file isn't the issue, it's the graphics drivers. If it was a save file, it would be happening every time, in every location. It's not. Something else going on. You can't get me save file that way. Verify integrity files. And yet I'm still having more fun playing Satisfactory than I was playing Skyward Sword the other week. I think that says something about my plan to like be playing a chronological playthrough of Satisfactory. I'd rather playing a crashy beta of a beta than I would be playing. I mean, Skyward Sword's still crashy, but you know. Alright, so that's verified. It doesn't look like it's downloaded anything. Oh, hang on a second. No, it did download something. It did a 2.3 kilobyte download. So maybe it was that. Fingers crossed that was it. Exactly. I would not have thought to do that otherwise. Well, then, the chronological playthrough thing's like a franchise thing. Satisfactory has got no franchise history as yet. So a chronological playthrough of Satisfactory would be a chronological playthrough of its influences. Which means I would need, well, aside from the fact I'd need to play Factorio, which I wouldn't want to. Oh, hang on a second. This has been answered in the archive at least twice. Pull up Factorio. Is it inspired by Factorio? Definitely inspired by Factorio. Yeah. So either I'd need to find out more direct influences or a chronological playthrough of the type you're referring to, where we end up playing the influences would be, well, let's see, what's the biggest inspiration to Satisfactory? Factorio, okay? So then what's the biggest influence to Factorio? So you play, you go back to that. And then you keep on going as far back as you can be bothered. I don't do well with games that have jump scares in. And with regards to crashes, I did notice that, one of the places where it was crashing was me hopping off there to there. And I did notice the beams just popping in. So I'm wondering if the crash has got something to do with the GPU trying to load an asset that wasn't there. Or was wonky in some way. See if we can get this bloody staircase finished. Here we go. Oh, I thought it was crashing. No, that's just the 1 minute autosave. I don't want to be jinxing it, but I think if we get long enough, what we'll end up doing is bump it up to 2 minutes, and then if that's stable, bump it up to 3 minutes. What do you mean auto move? Yeah, I can see where that would be useful sometimes, but in a game that is open worldy and you run the risk of like running into hazards, I'm not so sure it would be a good idea. But Fallout 76 has got a seagull problem. There we go. Nice little stairwell. Is it a stairwell if it doesn't have walls around it? Oh fuck, that's the wrong type of fat hawk. Oh, yeah, there's that. I see what you mean about the accessibility side of it, yeah. I wonder if I should blueprint these, but I can't blueprint them all in one go. Because this is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 segments wide. Meaning it'd have to be blueprinted in 2 parts, and snapping the blueprints to each other isn't ideal. That's a lot easier. Yeah, I definitely should have been using blueprints earlier. If using blueprints increases the U object count, because the game has to keep track of whether something's a part of a blueprint. Well, not so much whether something's part of a blueprint. It needs to keep track of what blueprint stuff is a part of, which will either be null or, you know, an instance ID. One of the advantages I've got with waiting until update 8 to use blueprints is I've got nudge mode to play with. So if I'd already placed a bunch of these belts, I would end up probably using nudge mode to make sure I got it placed correctly. One of the things that could actually be a blueprint is the entire completed segment. So you'd have that, and that, and that, and all the belts on. I'm not sure if that would actually be flushed right. Like whether it would be there or whether it would be slightly higher. Yeah, it's an annoyance. Like, the thing is, like, what's actually more annoying than accidentally being able to play stuff on top of each other is when you want to do that and you can't. Like, see if I can just demonstrate. Like I can place that. See which one's the one that I can't do. So I was trying this the other night. Oh, that's too much. Okay, that works. Okay, this is a shitty example. I was trying to do something with ramps. It's probably like the inverted ones. When I was like fixing that shit over there, and it wouldn't let me place them. This is the last one. Oh. Let's save it. And not that I want to jinx it, but we're gonna, because we've been stable, I'm gonna set it straight back to 5 minutes for autosave. just making sure that was actually aligned properly and I haven't just put these all in the wrong bloody place. These will be the iron ingots for doing iron plate. Well, it's been a while since I actually looked at the patch notes for it, but I think there was improvements to foliage, like to nanite foliage, in 5.2. So that even if they had the time to do nanite foliage for update 8, you might just want to wait until 5.2 is stable. It's one of the reasons why they would have done nanite for cliff faces, was this whole thing of they've had what was the phrase? Non-uniformly scaled pieces, which we were told like quite some time ago by Epic that it's a bad idea to do. I don't fully understand why. But if it's something that they would need to correct at some point anyway, you may as well prioritize that as the thing that gets nanited. Well, yeah, that's the the thing as well. So, like I would suspect like old trees wouldn't be any good, but stuff like the new Titan Forest, like any new foliage assets that were added in update 8, I would suspect were either built with nanite in mind, or were already using nanite. Getting confused as to how I was orienting this. So yeah, that's going to be there, that's going to be there, that's not. There needs to be a railing on that side. That gets replaced with T-crossing. Gets replaced with T-crossing. As this is going downstairs. Oh, I must have that segment. Get that segment finished. And then, hopefully, I might actually have some iron plate being produced while I'm doing this shit. But there's no reason why removable foliage wouldn't work with it. It's more, like, you've got like 5 or 6, possibly 7 years worth of assets where, like, I don't know what the creation tools are. I don't know whether, like, any automatic process, if one exists, is going to produce optimal results. You might have an automatic nanite process and it produce results that are just complete arse. Eating textures. Actually, is that repeating textures or is that grass? Oh, that's repeating texture. I've got no idea how expensive a shader would be to apply a noise function to that kind of thing. Because I'm not sure anyone would want to, like on the world team, would want to be saying, hey, we want to add some custom textures for like every single piece of terrain. Oh yeah, like they can change like by the color, so they can reuse the same asset. But what I'm talking about is from up on the staircase, like these wavy bits weren't rendering, so you could only see like the pre-baked grass, and it looked plants. I suppose that is like one reason to, you know, coat the entire planet with factory. So you can't see the very uniformly growing alien grass. That looks like it was farmed, it's in such neat rows. But that part, I think that's the particle grass I can see, not the texture grass. Oh no, it is the texture grass. Okay. But the point is, like, that grass looks better than that grass. Plus it's in rows. But even though, like, these are both repeating patterns, that one looks better than that one. That just, like, the UV mapping on the new bit of land. Yeah. So I think that's the same texture as that. It's just slightly different thingies. Oh, I have 3 mentions in the thingy. One moment. Where was I? Just getting distracted with Discord. I'm also getting distracted with the heat. So one moment while I open a window. Yeah. I can't hear the game, so I can't hear the alerts, but I can like read what's on the screen while I'm getting off the edge. I think, like, if I switch to building on the ground, once I figured out me elevated factory strategy, if I should be sticking to Rocky Desert or if I should be moving to Dune Desert. Hang on a second. So one of the reasons I didn't do a community highlights thing yesterday was I was a bit focused on wiki maintenance stuff. I know I've got some belts missing for the heavy modular frame side, but also I can't build manufacturers yet. You know, run out of rods. I'm not too fussed. Well, Dune Desert oil is in the Desert Canyon. I've got no idea where the appropriate location would be for bauxite though. Ah, yes. Warehouse. Are we getting anything in the warehouse floor? Yay! We have iron plates. We won't have anything else though, because this requires caterium. And this requires... well, so yeah, because this is reinforced iron plate. And this is a modular frame. So that requires caterium ingot, and that requires reinforced iron plate. Ooh. This means we can delete this share, which was put in the wrong place. Oh shit! Just nearly trying to leap onto here with no forward momentum whatsoever. Will let us reclaim some of the parts I need for finishing the walkways. Oh yeah, bauxite and swamp. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I put one of me more spread out building strategies, having bauxite processing in the swamp. Because, like, the idea is that all of the bauxite nodes are in a line across the middle of the map. So the idea being that if I needed all of the resource nodes, I would just filter them all through on a massive viaduct, or train, or tractor, or whatever, through down the swamp. And I just ended up not doing that. it's not really worth us spreading stuff out that far. Like I ended up I've long since abandoned the idea of having a centralized warehouse, specifically because I don't really need it. Like I've got the hypertube interchanges. I've got the warehouse floors underneath all of the cigarettes. So the only reason to have a centralized warehouse is to get rid of this. Because previously, these floors were meant to be like a temporary holding area before I put the trains in to take everything over to a centralized warehouse in the Dune Desert. Then the idea was, oh, let's maybe put the centralized warehouse somewhere in Rocky Desert. And then just, nah. It never ended up happening. Well, let's give this a name save, saying v20ex via for iron plate, iron plate, supplies. Oh. Put it off on the to-do list. That's also done. And the next thing is getting a viaduct over to the England factory. Oh, this does mean I think we can delete this thing now. Yeah, the equipment slider doesn't seem to work for the steps. But it is kind of unavoidable. Right, so I need to work out the aesthetics for this bit properly. So like, this is gonna go. How much of that is actually needed? Like none of this is needed. I haven't had a chance to observe that effect, like that change being affected yet, so yeah. Well, that one. And that not gonna work. That might work though. It's consistently spaced. First of all, I need to go remind myself what those signs are. Not what those signs are, what the belts are by checking the signs. So we have plastic for iron plates, Therium ingot for reinforced iron plates, and then oh crap, what's that one? That'll be rubber for flexible frame. So yeah. Oh shit! Oh shit! That's irritating. Yeah, there's an example of a thing where do we care about this clipping because it's grass and not a tree? Foundations. Our foundations. No, that would make it worse. That's gonna look weird. That would also look weird. So yeah, I guess we're stuck with that shit. Like, either we, take that off, and that just looks weird. Yeah. How am I over here? I didn't, have that much velocity. You see what I'm seeing? I go in the hypertube, I reverse. Okay, so I slowed down, before I finish reversing, so I go in, and then, this is breaking my brain. Okay, I'm gonna tip that, because, what the hell? Yeah, I know, one of the things they changed, they had to make specific changes in Update 8 to handle hypertube cannons. Now, this isn't a hypertube cannon, but that strikes me as some math is going wrong. That is reliably happening. So I'm getting to, around about there, turning around, and it's shooting me out before I get back. If I, wait, slow down... Oh, no, wait, that's not reliable. Slow down. Nope. Yeah, see, that's all one segment, so it's not segment related. Definitely velocity related. Yeah. Second on Discord are none. Canon height issues, none to have issues. Weird. Easily replicable. Unexpected behavior. Anyway, let's put this shit back in. Now, yes, stuff downstairs, things. So, yeah. Iron plate, reinforced iron plate, heavy modular frame. Now, one of the things I'm wondering about is, like, because that's plastic and that's rubber. Do I want to fiddle with these so that this is on the outside edge? Because, like, this will go along here and then it'll turn a corner. And then the plastic and the rubber would be over here, and I wouldn't have to, like, hop over when I get to there. Or, like, I leave them aligned as is, and then just hop over. Yeah, I think I'll do that because I'm less likely to mess it, like me, spatial memory if I do it that way. This will go to... Yeah. Being Xbox capture. I'm not sure I like the sharp edge there. Sharp edge is better. It looks entirely weird. Doesn't mean I can get rid of this shit. That's already supported. I suppose one of the things we could do here, instead of this shit, is put the frames on here. Build up. Lovely. Yeah, that's good. Let's remove this shit. There we go. Not perfect, but it'll do. that. Plastic. Cheery ingot. I'll switch to streaming on YouTube eventually. Yeah, I've got to remember to do these blueprints as I go along. Confusing malice with capitalism. Sounds like a bit of a antithetical statement to make, but yeah. Yeah, someone's posted that reversing intellectual results in massive velocity. Yeah, so I'm gonna post my clip on the same thread. They've got more than one replication reference. Okay. The observation is that holding the key is vengeful. If you potential for the replication. Going down to a hall, then nothing to the real vessel doesn't seem to replicate the Yeah, it's in a similar vein to one of these like philosophies I have. Like, don't confuse. No, don't confuse. Don't confuse. Don't ascribe malice that to which can be explained by incompetence. So the question isn't, is Reddit evil? The question is the CEO a fucking moron? And given the is a provable liar, I would go with he's a fucking moron. At least he's not a sex pest like Bobby Kotick, who gets rewarded for his incompetence and malice. Well, as far as I know, the CEO of Reddit is an incompetent sex pest. I just think he's incompetent. Yeah. Unlike Bobby Kotick, who gets his full bonus despite not actually achieving his performance targets. but presides over a culture in a company that drives people to, let's say, for avoiding the terms of service violation, meeting unpleasant ends due to harassment under his watch. Plus the whole incident with the cabin crew, I think it was. Oh shit, I just realised I should upvote that as well. Hang on a second. Yeah, comment is not voted on there, yeah. Right, where am I? Yeah, I need parts for shit. I hear there's some noise going on outside through my headphones. Right, so I'm gonna have to dismantle that starter factory at some point. I don't know whether to ferry the parts over or just build a sink, like a temporary sink to just, you know, dump all the parts. I don't want to dismantle that until I've got a factory for everything, like a factory floor for everything that's down there. So there's the iron plates and reinforced iron plates, which are going to be taken care of by, you know, finishing this viaduct and doing the titanium ingots. But then there's also the rotors and the cabling. Now, copper sheets which are part of the rotor production line over there are already being produced, so I'm good there. But rotors themselves, like the placeholder floors, haven't even been added. Then there's like the wiring and the cabling stuff, like that's just gonna have to stay there for a bit. But because that's copper only, I could dismantle part of the production facility. Yeah, because like traditional starter factory for copper parts, which normally gets placed on the copper node over there, I just haven't bothered to do, because like that one turned out to be more convenient, more centrally located, as it were. Anyway, I need rod. Nope, wrong tube. Wrong tube. Yeah, but I don't really need the inventory space, because like all it's doing is like that would just impact like the frequency with which I go back and forth, not like prevent me from building stuff. But it's different if my aim is to build up a production facility, and actually do the placeholder floors and the production in the same run. Because, you know, that requires like a wider selection of parts as opposed to just concrete and iron plate. Still no Alpha Stinger. Okay, I'm going to go look around the front for it, rather than just looking through the safety of my little fence here. Because this floor is at the right height for an Alpha Stinger to jump up onto. I've not seen it respawn since I switched to update 8. So I'm wondering if that means the spawn point was completely removed. Oh, you know. I know there was an Alpha Stinger there. Because when I was in update 7, like I built that floor out, and I was like getting anxious about like getting closer and closer to where like it hung out. So I was staring at it for a while, and then I heard the yowl as it was winding up to jump, and I knew to just like back the fuck up. yeah. Bit spoopy. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Is that another fix? Yeah! Didn't it used to be that you would be like... you wouldn't have your equipment equipped when you went in there? Is that a false memory? I'm gonna check on the Discord. They say, am I having a false memory that in New 7, if you had something in hand when jumping into a hypertube, that it wouldn't be in hand when exiting the hypertube? Okay, here we are. Oh, actually that's the thing. Have I got enough parts on us to build those 90 remaining modular frame? Yes, I do. So let's do that. Yeah, finally get the pylons. I've been keep on forgetting about that. Like I kept on putting it off until I got the production floor spun up. Because I was always end up being like whatever task run I was doing, I always ended up running short of the 100 modular frames. So then when I started redoing the layout for like the frame production ziggurat, that it turned out like, oh, I need to have 10 modular frames on this now. So that means, well, not only do I not have to drop inventory to get rid of stuff, that means I only need 90 modular frames instead of the 400. I think. So I accidentally, like, tuned out reading Twitter and Discord while handcrafting there. But turns out I've got me 100 plus the original 10 that I had. So, you know, woo! Let's get these pylons unlocked. Bloop. Oh, is there no Ada dialogue for the pylons? That's disappointing. So let's just, like, get completely distracted and go place these. But the whole point of them is that the cables go longer. And they actually work with the zipline tool. So it's actually feasible to use, like, the zip lines. I mean, see there, one power pole that was added on top of a boulder that is no longer there. That's just going to get torn out. Because hopefully I can plonk a pylon down there and just take the cable straight down over the waterfall's edge. Yeah, but I'm just building these out in the wild, so don't really, like, I'm not really so fussed about it snapping to grids. Does, however, need some foot improvement. This not. That can't connect directly to there. That's going to have to come out of the thing. We'll just ignore those for now. But one of the things I would recommend starting with if you're trying to get out of the habit of putting stuff on grids is I used to put miners on foundation blocks, and then I just started not doing that. I would recommend starting there. But one of the reasons why I would recommend starting there is because there's a bunch of, like, nodes, like the limestone node in the middle of Rocky Desert, for example, where the surrounding foliage gets in the way. Like, you might not be doing a no chainsaw, no pat biomass run, but if you are trying to put miners on foundations and not clearing foliage and not wanting to have foliage sticking through foundations means it's just something I had to give up on. But, like, most of the time when I'm placing the initial miners, I don't have the facility to do that. I'm pretty sure in update 7 these didn't fit through. I'm guessing there's a disconnect there with the update 7 behaviour and the update 8 behaviour. What the hell? Not comfortable with where that power cable sits. Also, this isn't perfectly centered. Let's see if I can use the same technique we use with Space Elevator, where we slap up a lookout tower on both the axes. Now that it's like centered, I can't build the power pole here because the power tower's in the way. Is that tipping? That does not appear to be clipping. Okay. Look how far that goes. I can like go all the way over there. How far over can I go with that shit? Let's see. Because I can go all the way over there. So that can get over there, so let's go plant that. Yeah. Let's go scope it out first, because I don't want to be like blindly dropping it on. Well, it was crashing like crazy earlier. Like I updated the graphics drivers last night, and then pretty much as soon as I did that, I couldn't go like more than like 5 minutes without crashing. So what ended up happening then was switching to the studio drivers. But that didn't help, because that's one of the things that was recommended. And then it wasn't until today when Maxi pointed out, have you verified your game files? That he actually like ran it during one of the crashes, like in between one of the crashes. And there was a 2.3 kilobyte download, and it hasn't crashed since. Oh. Which of these rocky outcrops was it that I was aiming for? Was it that one or that one? I think it was that one. That means I need to get up there. That's a no. Just cheating a little here, don't mind us. Is this something I would ordinarily use the zip line for? Oh. How can you tell Hannah's been in the map editor? Hmm. I'm gonna have to like place like one of these down, I think. Yeah. Out there. Put that up there. We can get down everything. Okay, so I might be able to get the pylon over here. I'm hoping, like, before Update 8 launches on Early Access, or by Update 9, that they tweak the distance selector so that you can not have to get this close when you can put a power like a power tower so far away. You know what I was saying earlier about Reddit CEO being an incompetent twat? Yeah. So, you know, Captain McShits the Bed over at Twitter. Apparently, the CEO of Reddit is praising Captain McShits the Bed's aggressive cost cutting and layoffs at Twitter. And, like, this is the company who is being formally evicted from one of its offices for not paying rent. It did used to like refer to this person as Captain Asshat because like he's an asshat and owns a boat. And I couldn't remember the word asshat for a moment, but I'm thinking Captain McShits the Bed is also quite apt considering how they keep on fucking up product rollouts. Oh, look at too much forward momentum. See, I should have attempted to get back up there without, you know. Yeah, I should. But after dismount from here, I should have tried getting back up. And I've now got this problem of I don't want to have to. There we go. I don't want to have to go back to get the cables on the power tower again. So yeah, it looks like the power tower might require being built on foundations. So one of the things to investigate with the blueprint designer is seeing if I can keep. I'm not going to call it the blueprint manager, not the blueprint designer. One of the things to test with the blueprint designer is seeing if I can fit the power tower in on top of foundations. Plus, unless they change the model to have like the auto-deploying legs, like the auto-deploying feet, like every other building has. You can even see where like the auto-deploying foot can come out from. It's gonna look weird. Yeah, I should leave that one alone. Plus, I shouldn't. I can't currently get up here without cheating. So, yeah. Okay, so that can easily get up there. It looks like it can get all the way over there as well. So, boo. I'm wondering if the news I'm reading suggests that the CEO of Reddit is now going to start just not paying rent on their offices as a cost-cutting measure. Or, like, doing stupid shit like, you know, removing one of the signs from the building. Obviously, like, Captain McShits the Bed changed the name of the building so it said Titter. Like, Whereas you can't really do much of the same type of joke with Reddit. Yep. Now I can dismantle every power pole along this route. Up until a certain point, because it's that poor thing. Yeah, let's take diversion to check out the spooky spider tunnel. This looks retextured, so it's more rocky. Because, you know, oh, Rocky does it. This weirdness is still here. We haven't fixed the issue with like this tunnel being in complete sunlight until you walk through it. So what I'm going to do... Oh yeah, like, well, the waterfalls are there, like, I haven't really noticed that. Yeah. But, like, this is one of the issues I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna, save this here, because, like, I remember from the Friday video, there was an issue where you turn on global illumination, and then the VRAM doesn't get cleared. So I'm gonna turn global illumination on. Well, as the stalactites are popping in, they're showing us fully lit until they realise, like, they're in a cave. So yeah, Lumen doesn't fix the lighting issues with this tunnel, which is disappointing. So yeah, just going to relaunch Satisfactory because they said, like I say, there's the issue where they said global illumination VRAM doesn't get flushed. Cloud sync's finished. Oh, this isn't a crash. This is me turning it off on purpose. Oh fuck, I forgot to turn it off. I'm gonna have to start that process all over again. Eh, you know. But yeah, I'll just like start FPS a second. So I'm getting 80 FPS in the tunnel. Yeah, like 70 FPS if I look at where my factory is. 96 FPS if I look at my feet. Well, yeah, one of the reasons why it's like running smooth in general is I'm no longer on the 980. 3600 now. Yeah, someone's pointed out in Discord that the equipment in hand was killed, so I've got to remember to test that when I go back to the hyper tubes. Yeah, I did some tests either last night or earlier today of Vulkan versus DirectX 12, and I'm getting more FPS by using DirectX 12. I'm sticking with it for the time being. Oh. Is it going to crash? Yeah, it crashed! Whee! I know, but like, here's the thing, right? Complaining about not getting much more than 80 FPS is most definitely first world problems. Like, oh, boo-hoo, you can't get... You struggle to hit 90 FPS. Oh no, how terrible for you. Like, on my 980, I had to cap the game to 30 FPS just so the GPU wouldn't boil an egg. Like, if I left it running at, like, because I had this is back when I still had a 1080p 60 monitor as my main gaming monitor, so I would cap games to 60 FPS anyway because my monitor would display more than 60 FPS. Rendering more is completely pointless. Yeah, they still got that weirdness on the diffraction. Like, I showed it on update 7 playthrough once, but you see how the window there is being weird. Oh, I'm checking. Is there any updates to this area? And update 8. I don't remember if that was there. Yeah. Was that always there? Like somebody doodling some welding marks. Not like. I'm assuming that's normal mapping. Yeah. That is possible. Like, one of the things that bothers me about the hub now, that I've only just noticed, why does that say Fix-It Solitaire, but you can't play Fix-It Solitaire? Even the bean agrees that is odd. Also, since when did the beans have a tail? I mean, to be honest, it looks less like a tail and more like a nose. So you've got like eye, nose, and no mouth. But the bean has a face on its butt. Is that symmetrical texturing? I wonder. Yeah, it's not symmetrical. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, that if that's a sphincter, that would mean that the bean has two buttholes. Because it comes down like that. Either that or it's a butt flap. Yeah, crashing. Okay, I'm gonna just verify game files just to see if it does shit again. It's butt flap, not butt flap. And somebody in Discord saying that Vulkan runs pretty poorly, but once everything's loaded in, it runs pretty well. But if I've got the patience to try that yet. Oh yeah, someone's putting out its data compilation. See, all 1,273 files successfully validated. No additional downloads though. Trailer for the Babylon 5 CGI films out. Pop that up and watch later. Right, where were we? Oh yeah, cleaning up power poles after having this little diversion here. This one I'm going to leave in. I think I'm going to leave it in. There we go. Not happy with that coming off the tree. Let's do that again. Yeah, let's get dismantled. I don't think I've got 3 spots for it yet. Those only allow 3 connections. Does that mean you can only do T-junctions? You can't do, well, T-junctions and Y-junctions. You can't do, other ones. I suppose that's, like, intentional. Either way, that goes through the tube. Now we can delete those panels. Plug those balls together. Get rid of some of these as well. Now we just have to run power poles out over the bar. Oh, we should clear this shit up now while we're here. There we go. Nice and cleaned up. Well, not like I was all like in favour of doing the viaducting to the Katir ingot. But now I'm like quite pleased with being able to do these. That sounded like a new sound effect. Yeah, I don't know if it was a new sound effect or if it was just Doppler shift. It sounded different. How far out can this go? Let's just go all the way over here. Right. That's managing to go under that viaduct without any issue. So now the only problem with the viaducting is where does that come down at? Because I know it's somewhere in the vicinity of here, so we should probably put that in. Well, see, the thing is that with the new engine, they said they're still using v20 or stuff. I don't know if that's still accurate. Like they might have changed it because it was asked about on stream, like early on in the update like, announcement cycle, but before the feature freeze. This like one of the things they mentioned was like how is update, like how is the Unreal Engine 5 update going to impact modders? And like one of the things I remember sort of saying was v20 being difficult for modders to make use of or interact with, which suggests that the sound processing hasn't changed, or it's still v20 but it's a new version and it has like stuff like better integration with Unreal Engine or some shit. No problem with power cabling nonsense there. See, when I first saw power towers, I thought they were going to be like 3 or 4 times as tall. So you'd be using them for going like super long distance. I think now that I've started using them, yeah, they're okay. Don't think I'm losing out on anything by them not being super huge. Getting that arch easy enough, that's nice. Yeah, but like reaching for the placement is something I would hope would be straightforward to solve by like having the picker figure out what you're looking at. Like, oh, like if you're looking at anything other than a power tower, then sucks to be you. It could also be that there's some like optimization in place. Now, one of the things I'm wondering is like, oh, is there actually enough distance for that to go from there to there? Because that would be like a more ideal location for the pylon. I'm gonna have to test that now. Right. I mean, that does mean I'll have to disconnect the power cables. But I can leave. I'm pretty sure I can leave the power tower where it is. And just dismantle the power line. Now, is this entirely distance based, or can I get close enough over there? No, I don't think I can. You do have an autosave now. I'm not too fussed about placing that column back in. We did identify, oh, it's not in the way of that. I think Maxi might have been commenting on the crashiness not leaving. Random crack in the bridge there. Not bridge. I'm through it like that looks obviously like a bridge, but the round ramp. Well, this is like the price to pay for wanting to use features before they're ready for like general consumption. But yeah, that's just because they got the Swedish vacation period. I don't think it'll be this bad till October though. Like, there'll be no fixes for a while, and then they'll be coming out pretty rapidly once they come back off vacation. That fell over sideways. I'm tipping a cow. Yeah, that can't. Like, that power, that pylon can't reach there. It's no way in hell is it going to reach there. Because wire's too long, so. Yeah. Just pop up here instead of, like, pulling it under. I think if I crash again during the session, I'm going to be setting the autosave back to 2 minutes. Oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. Fuckity fuck. I thought I would be fine. Come on. Get your asses over here. Not like that. Not like... I was more thinking like the meme of, you know, ask the thing, gets thing, not like that. Clear these out of the way. Whoa! Okay, set the autosave back down. Keep it crashing, set it back to 1 minute. Actually, we'll take this opportunity to go grab a drink, so I'll be right back. Grab myself a wrap as well. My laundry's still in. I can't really be going anywhere till that's done. I'm going to be streaming for at least another half hour. See now, do we bring that over there or do we bring that up there and then through? That'll be something to figure out. I think going such a short distance is going to be a bit weird. Let's just see for argument's sake, I put that there. Yeah, that is level-ish. Put it over there. mission on the other end. Well, thanks for joining us. Have a good day. I shall be continuing to try and avoid crashes. See, this I do not like. This is not zip-lineable. But it does technically work. See how that is. Oh, that's still not zip-lineable. Yeah. I'm gonna have to put it closer. Just so it's got enough clearance for zip-lining. Like, that's already got inverted ramp on it. Yeah. Yeah, that's easily zip-lineable up here and start. Now, one of the things I'm wondering is, can I run a powered tower up the top? Or am I going to be stuck? Oh, why? I'm setting it to 1 minute. Autosave. Ooh, no, we don't want it off. We don't want it off. We want it at 1 minute. Well, that's me. Smash it again. Walking up that staircase from before. Get a staircase to the top of here. Plus, the power towers are going to make it easier for people that put nuclear power stations right on top of the mountain. Because then they won't have to run power poles all the way up and down. I can't really put the power tower up there because I don't know how much higher that side's going to get. But I don't imagine I'm going to be adding much more to this side of the building. The good news is I don't have to climb all the way back down to test the location. So I'll just build the power tower up here and then fill it out. Put the towers back in. That again. The wire is too long. I'm having a terrible idea. Power tower in the middle of the building. No apparent reason. On these ones, I don't care so much about the zip lining on because I know like that these steeper cables can't be zip lined on anyway. Fuck. That situation might be improved by rotating that one down there 90 degrees. Don't imagine it's going to be improved by much. Plus, you know, we've got these in the way. Well, I can still like use that floor for radar towers. I think this works for getting thingy. It works for getting power up here. you really can't take a normal one down from there. Doing that for completely pointless symmetry. I wouldn't be interested to see if they've got sloped frame walls, just so I can, walk uninterrupted. Here. So now we can head downstairs and tidy some shit up. Yeah, we've still got that to do as well. Get out of the area, just in case the hog decides to run up the stairs. Oh, yeah, I've already started disconnecting this pole, so I'm going to have to get a second pylon run out this way. Let's do that again, because I didn't exactly put that where I wanted it to. I think if I run another one over, it's going to end up just being inside the forest. Okay. Still clipping. Well, if it was rotated around differently, it wouldn't be as much of an issue. Cleaning this bit up. Oh shit. Forgot about that. Yeah, rather than going back around that way and coming across it again, let's approach it from the other side. This would be easy if I had the zipline tool, because then I could be ziplining along the power line and dismantling it as I go. This stuff should do for now. That looks lucky. Didn't think I'd make that one. So now is just the space elevator and ingot factory power towers to deal with. Does this even have power? Well, let's see, 5 megawatt. What's connected to here that needs 5 megawatt? That can't be serving the space elevator facility if it's got 5 megawatt on it. Oh, building has... Okay, so that's 415. Okay, so it's powering a miner somewhere. Ah. Gonna build the shit out of this now. Oh, this will be powering the Caterium miner. Okay, so there is space on the mountain that it can reach. Well, whether it's because it's on, like, possibly on the night now, or whether it's the fact that I'm going up here with my vision obscured by Power Tower, but it looks a little... Oh, fuck. This isn't gonna go well. That wasn't there last time I was up here. Oh fuck, there's lots of them. Oh, okay, maybe not lots. That wasn't there last time. Good news is I don't have to walk all the way back. I can just, you know, place the power tower and then stretch the cables over. Dude, I can't aim for shit. Wow. Oh no! When am I going to learn not to say stuff like that? Another one where I have to temporarily place order while I take care of the local fauna. Remove that run of power poles now. Now, how far will this climb on? Let me place it away. So that can be placed upon there where those stingers hang out. I don't know if it'll reach up there though. It'd be nice if it did, but we won't rely upon it. Might be clean to put cabling there. Resist the temptation to do any further power towering and just focus on cleaning up. Oop, shit. Just focus on clearing up these power poles. Oh, we're missing that. I'll remove that one. The pylon hasn't taken the route that had originally intended for it to take. See there, that's like the cliff's been completely changed. But it has gone in the vague direction it was intended. There might be one or two power poles lying around. But yeah, I can dismantle this whole thing. The only thing that's of use to us is the 2 stacks of rods, which we have space for. Like the parts that constitute this might also hog inventory slots. Yeah. We're actually we're making good progress on that. That doesn't fit. Good. Unplug it so it's not draining resources from the power grid when it's idle. Which is like, oh yeah, 0.1 megawatts, but it's that iron miner's not going to get used for quite a while. Oh yeah, we can upgrade the belting on this now. Eggs aren't going to be sent up in such volumes that it should cause a blockage. And the idea here is that if this is completely full and I dump more shit in, like the hogs will be backed up to the splitter and then just overflow through here, even though it's not set to overflow. Because none of those are hog parts, it'll end up giving down there. Well, here we go. This is backed up to here. So, yeah. All of this is now going towards warehousing. You know, right, where are we? I need to load concrete on there. I'll put you there. Not that we need it right now. Oh, missed builds. I'm thinking that my laundry should be done by now, so what I'm going to do is not do much more of the viaducting. I am going to get it laid out and lined up with the placeholders that were put down like many hours ago. Sure, those birds were only particles before, but there's now like more of them and they seem to be higher detailed. Because we're running out of grids earlier. Partly before getting distracted with the realization that, oh, I can do Power towers now. I think this might be it. Yeah, this is the big location of it. So somewhere around here, there's going to be a conveyor belt lift that hops over the rubber belt. One of them down over here. Another alternative with regards to the belting is that is fortunately lined up with this, which means I could hop over the corner. Space this down and see what happens with regards to the belts. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, let's manually build these. They don't need to be part of a They don't need to be part of a blueprint. Right, that's not on. Now let's shoot this over. No, it still clips. Oh, this is an absolute mess. Oh, shit! Nearly. No. No. See, this is why I should come off when I'm planning to come off. Oh, right, that's a special case because of that stud there. One, two, three, four more. Then, of course, we've got to run the Yuming gets down. Let's see. Where is cabling? Not the cabling, the belting. Steam ore is there. Or is it on? No. It looks like it's up there for the Tyrium ingots. That's going to be a lot of belt lifting. Okay, so the alternative to continuing like this any further than here is this viaduct continues out this way, that comes out where it does there, and then it's like a belt lift down. Right, that needs cleaning up. Yeah. Let's leave myself a sign. Go build deuterium ingot manifold, then figure what to do with the viaduct. I distinctly dislike that. There needs to be a notes field for saves if I'm not allowed to have ridiculously long, like, file names, because, like, you know, it's like, hey, we've got file names like that, and it's not letting us make them anymore. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to take a break to get lunch. I'm going to endeavour to stream Skyward Sword after lunch and resist the compulsion to finish what I'm doing here. It's forever going to be, there's going to be one more thing to do in Satisfactory. But it's like 2 or 3 weeks now since I last played Skyward Sword. So, I'll figure some shit out. So, yeah. That's all for now. Thanks for joining. Goodbye.